Hey, it's Melissa Galt here with Savvy Business Solutions. This week's challenge, brought to me by a new client, is about establishing your ideal hot and buying client, otherwise known as your perfect target market. This is a common challenge for business owners. And her idea was that it was women. Wow, that is a really broad market and a little too big to be clear and focused on. So we had some deep diving to do. We had to explore 3 types of information, and I've shared some shortcuts with you below on the type of information I'm talking about. You need to know the demographics, the psychographics, and the geographics of your ideal client. Now, the demographics is race, age, gender, education level, employment, and income. Elements of that nature. And I've got that cheat list below. Psychographics are lifestyle, personality, attitudes, beliefs, values, and it's about where they spend their free time and what their interests are. Really important so you can dive deep into getting to know them. And that third one, geographics, or geography, is probably the more proper way to say that. And that's where to find them both offline, real time, and online. Which networks are they hanging out on? Are they using forums? Will you find them following a particular blogger? Do they get active in an association or an organization that you can target? These are the questions you're going to need to answer. And you need to answer them specifically because let's face facts, women is just too big a target market. And you're going to know you're struggling with this question mark if I were to ask you the question, who's your ideal client? And you started that answer with anyone who or everyone who, because anyone and everyone is just too many people. And when you try to be of value to everyone, you are actually of no value to anyone, least of all yourself. So let's get you clear and targeted. And I want to continue with the example of my new client. She said, women. I said, that's awfully large. And then she said, well, most of the women I work with are moms. I said, terrific. That narrows it down just a smidge. Let's go deeper. She said, well, they're working moms. I said, that's even better. Let's go deeper. I said, how old are their kids and how old are they? She said, well, most of the working moms I work with are typically between 40 and 60 years old, which means their kids are often high school or college, or they're empty nesters. I said, that's even better because that tells us a lot about how that mom is spending her time when she's not working. It also tells us about her priorities in life. That if she's an empty nester, her priority is herself, and this is the next chapter in her life. If she's still got kids at home, she's focused on college and getting them into college and keeping them happy in college. She's also looking at their social life, and maybe they're driving, and so she's worried about, they're being out on the roadway or they're having a reliable vehicle. These are things we want to know about. And lo and behold, turns out my client has been through these phases already because she is just past 50 and she's got grown children. So she already knows what all these stages feel like. I'll bet if you look closely, your ideal client looks a lot like you do now or like you did a few years ago. you've got a lot in common with them and you know them better than you realized, which is going to make it much easier for you to connect with them on a real and authentic level and understand what their problems and challenges are, because that's what you're going to create solutions to with your services and your products. So take some time establishing the demographic, psychographic, and geographic of your ideal client, and you'll feel and find that you'll rise head and shoulders above the competition out there who's just making noise at everyone instead of creating a relationship and rapport with your ideal client. Make more money, have more fun, and get more done. Till next time.